I have nothing in the tank right now.
I can tell I'm doing a lot of the lifting.
You're talking. I'm gonna have to kick into gear here. Oh no!
We started a podcast. Yes, we did now. We started a podcast. It's the Coby Show.
Yo, Joseph, did we make a podcast?
I guess we did.
Do you think anybody's gonna listen?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Didn't get the light go out?
Oh my god!
Oh, that was breathtaking.
Dude, I'm so over this. I'm so over the
Joseph.
It was my fault.
It's okay. I had a lot of things be my fault in the beginning, okay? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Kojo Show. We're struggling this episode because all of our lights have broken.
Vanquished.
So it's spooky stories with Kojo. This episode, Joseph's not happy.
I'm not happy because what happened was we started filming the episode and I was in a bad mood and I was like, let's just refilm the episode because I want to appear more chipper and offer more verbal communication.
Thank the Lord, because it was
It was not
I
good.
was like, hey guys, what's up guys? Yeah guys. And Joseph was like,
I wasn't vibing. And then because the lights have been going out all night, and that's very frustrating to me because
irritating.
I don't like it when technology does not do what it's supposed to do. And we captured a moment, or at least we thought we captured a moment, where the lights went out and we started cracking up. And it turns out I wasn't even recording.
Here's what happened.
Let's talk music.
let's talk lights. Life.
Stop laughing.
It's one of those episodes, guys. But you know what? We're still here, and we're gonna hop into life updates.
Updates on life.
He will always say life updates.
It's life updates, guys. Life updates. We have some negative things going on right now, but we have a lot of positive and a lot of things to celebrate as well. Kojo on Instagram is at 10,000 followers, 10K with a K, which is awesome, and we're thrilled, aren't we?
I mean, it's kind of crazy because, I mean, we were just saying a week or two ago, like, hey, if we could get to like 20K followers by the end of like 365 days, by a year, we would be really happy. And you guys have already made that dream a possibility.
I know. It's
and much
crazy.
sooner than we expected.
And
So
we're just stoked. We had a video do really well, which was the Boaz video, as you guys know, and we didn't expect it to do as well as it did. We also got some hate.
I was like, we didn't expect the polarization of the video as well to get the TikTok videos that were made that were just absolutely shredding us.
They trashed us hard.
Yeah, really hard.
Yeah. But, you know, it's funny. I think some people thought we were being, like, serious.
Yeah, I don't think they got the joke.
It was a bit.
We don't prescribe that anyone make their relationship look like Ruth and Boaz. If a girl
Yeah.
woke up at my feet in the middle of the night, I would be concerned for her mental health.
It's mad sus.
It is sus.
I mean, I woke up at Joseph's feet when we met. Like, I don't know. Look, guys, we're trying to make fun Christian content. Why you gotta, like, come at us?
Yeah, we even made like a response to all the hate comments.
I said we don't need to do it.
And I'm still going to post it because I think it's really funny.
All right, whatever. Well, guys, we're hoping those Instagram followers find their way over to our YouTube channel because we hit 1,000 followers on our YouTube channel.
Spread the word.
This week, we're
Spread
so
the word.
hyped, 1,200 to be precise. So we're nothing but grateful and excited to continue making content for you guys.
Yes.
Another thing that we have going on is we designed merch today. Yeah.
I can say something. Something.
Yeah, man. It's really awesome. That was profound.
We made them blue and maroon.
They're blue and maroon. And you want to know why? Because my color is red.
And my color is blue.
Always making it a competition. The thing is that we wanted to have theming that's cohesive throughout all of our stuff. As you know, in the background, our sign is red and blue, and we've kind of done that for everything. But we wanted to give you guys something to wear if you love the Kojo thing that we do. So we will have a link in the description below, possibly right this second when the video is uploaded, but possibly later because we don't know if it's going to be ready in time. But we wanted to get this out as fast as possible to be ready for the Christmas season. So thank you guys for all the support, and we hope that is our Christmas present to you.
Anything else we got in life updates or
We do-
updates on life?
We have one more thing. Christmas podcast episode.
Oh, yes. So we have a Christmas podcast episode. We said that we were going to be doing a Christmas live thing for you guys, but we just feel like it'd be more special if we put a little bit more time and effort into it to create something that we release on December 23rd.
Yep.
That's like Christmas themed, really fun. So be check in your YouTube for that on the 23rd because we know that's all you're going to be looking forward to in the Christmas season.
Who wants Christmas? Am I right?
Yeah.
No, but it'll replace that podcast of the week. It'll be a podcast of sorts, just, special. So let's hop out of life updates and into
Show and tell.
show and tell. Joseph, what do you have to show for us today?
I have a song called Singing That Song.
Singing
And
that
honestly,
song.
I vibe with it right now because in the chorus, it's like life sucks and bad things happen. And I'm sometimes, you just get tired. The whole thing where you're like, I'm down in the dumps and that's the only time you call on the Lord for like strength and help.
Isn't that
and in
sad?
the good times, like you just kind of ignore or forget that he's even there.
So sad.
And it's a whole song about that. It's like, oh, bad stuff happens, and here I go. I'm singing that song again of like, Lord, help me and come down, but I'm not going to do that in times of plenty and stuff. So,
Yeah, that's such a real thing. I think we all face as believers.
yeah. So this is Singing That Song.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm putting on a show where I tell you I'm feeling down, down, down. It's so typical, so original. Falling to my knees just to make things right. Nah, 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 just when I think I got it. Nah, 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 that's when I hit the bottom. Here we go. Oh no, I'm singing that song again. I'm all like, life sucks, can you show up? Cause I don't wanna deal with it when life is good. I don't call you like I should. Yeah, it's only when I'm down low. I'm singing that song, I'm singing that song again. Oh, oh, I'm singing that song again. Oh, oh, I'm singing that song again.
Beautiful song.
Thanks, my dude.
I love it. I think I'm always obsessed with your voice.
Thanks, man.
I have a mad singer crush on his voice. I always want to do that thing that you do.
Do that again?
How do you do it?
The vibrato with my
But like
falsetto.
when I do it, it's like when you do it, it's like Charlie Puth.
Charlie, I do not like Charlie Puth. That's my hot take. This is not a hot take podcast episode, but we should talk about Charlie Puth and how much I despise his music now.
You despise it?
I do not like Charlie
It's
Puth
not that
anymore.
bad.
It's really bad. So gimmicky.
It's pretty gimmicky.
So gimmicky.
Yeah. It's not my
Anyway,
favorite.
what do you have to share for show
well,
and tell?
I got a song that I made over the week. I'm really, really proud of it. I don't know if it has a pre-chorus yet. It may not, actually, in this podcast. We'll see if it does. But I made it, and I wrote it with Ashlyn, my girlfriend, and I'm really stoked about it. And I just wanted to do something poppy. And it's actually kind of inspired by Joseph because he does that sound a lot. So I kind of jacked
It's pretty
it.
nifty to write a song with your girlfriend. Maybe
It
one
is.
day for me.
I could be a boy, and you could be my... Roll the tape.
I know you're ready to be out of college. Always trying to get to where we're going. Yeah. And my career is a coin that I'm tossing. Yeah. Trying to make a splash in this big ocean. It's the little things in life that always pass us by. Missing little moments that are magic. Yeah, yeah, you're shooting for the stars. End up missing where you are. And life without a journey feels so tragic. So just enjoy the ride.
Deep dives?
You want to react to the song?
Yes. It was really good. It was really good, Coby. It's one of my favorites, actually, of yours because it sounds like Lauf.
It sounds like you?
Because
it sounds like me.
Hey, just pop. I like pop. What can I
No,
say?
I do too.
Dun 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 dun. Kind of sounds like a VeggieTale song too.
Wow.
Send my mom and my dad and my friends.
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
close.
why I say thanks every day.
There you go. Well, I'm excited about it, and we're writing tomorrow, actually.
We are writing tomorrow.
We're going to try to write something hyper pop.
Ooh, that pop.
Hop into the next segment.
I love that sound. Sample that.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
Crossover Cups Missions is an amazing organization that serves to help people across the globe. They do amazing work in the Dominican Republic and Africa, amongst other places. They help kids learn a trade so they can provide for their family and themselves, and it all starts with Jesus at its core. I had the privilege of going to the Dominican Republic this last year, and it was an amazing experience. And if you are interested in having an experience like that or helping the cause, visit their website down in the description below.
Joseph here. This episode is brought to you by NRT, which stands for New Release Today, and New Release Today exists to inform, encourage, and inspire others through the arts, the gospel message, and ministries of Christian artists all over the world, including Coby and I. So if you want to keep up with what's happening in CCM, go to newreleasetoday.com. And we want to just take a moment to thank our subscribers, people who like our videos. Keep doing that. We appreciate you. And let's continue on with the show. Hear that?
Deep dives. We're talking today's deep dive. Today's deep dive is about fitting in.
I don't feel like I fit into this
norm.
podcast
Well,
right
you're
now.
blurred out at the moment.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Joseph, fitting in. What's that been like for you? Through high school, through college, through life in general? How did that work?
It's probably I feel like fitting in is my biggest journey that I've gone through, or just like biggest thing I've had to learn since freshman year of high school. When I came into a school, I was homeschooled in middle school, and I'd gone to like private school growing up, but when I had hopped into a new private school as a freshman, I didn't really know, and I was already like a weird kid, so it was harder for me to find friends. I didn't connect with any of the guys in my group, and eventually I ended up finding a group of 7 girls and 1 other guy. That was like my
Wow, that's really good. Surrounding yourself with men.
that was my friend group in high school, and I think I learned to like talk about, because guys in high school are all, it feels like they're just all interested in talking sports or like doing sports, or I don't know, like it. They didn't really want to have like deep theological conversation, but with girls, they were all about like, hey, let's have intentional conversation. They can also, they have their problems too. But so I think when I was in high school, I learned to communicate a little bit more effectively and learn how to engage in conversation with new people and whatever. So when I came into college, that was kind of me. I was like a very chatty, but I didn't really fit in my first college, like Boyce College, Louisville, Kentucky, which is a super solid school, but it's such a tiny school, and I feel like they're a little bit, maybe a bit more cliquey than a normal school,
I
just
would
because
say.
when you're a small school, you're already like, I don't know, there's like a thing there. So I think the biggest thing I've actually learned is more confidence than anything. I feel like whenever you're not confident, it's actually harder to fit in because you don't basically insert yourself into either other people's friend groups or conversation. Like you'll kind of be like, oh, I don't think anyone would want to hang out with me because I don't, like myself or whatever. And so like, I don't know. I just feel like in early college, I wouldn't go to a bonfire to hang out with people because I would assume they just would not like me. And I had no self-confidence. And so you kind of just put yourself in this little sulky, sad corner because you're like, oh, woe is me because I'm terrible. And you almost put yourself in that place of, oh, I don't fit in. So I don't know. I think you need to have a balance of like being confident enough to know like, hey, I can talk with people and I can hang out with people and I, provide something in a friend group. I don't know. I'm rambling right now. What am I saying?
I think that's good stuff, man. I think that's really good stuff.
Yeah, you talk for a little bit.
Well, I definitely dealt with a similar thing in high school. I was friends with mostly girls. I had a few guy friends always, but mostly girls. And I think as a
You're in
musician,
focus right now, by the way.
sorry.
You need to get your face in there.
I just think that I think I didn't necessarily not fit in high school as much as I didn't enjoy. Like I felt like I was just I guess I didn't fit in is really what it is. But I felt accepted, which is a weird thing where I was like accepted by the people that were around me, but I didn't feel like I fit with them. And I spent a lot of my time kind of feeling like an outsider, even though I really wasn't. And a lot of that was because I just wanted to make music. That's all I wanted to do is just like focus on music 24/7 in my room. And that was what I wanted just out of anything in life. And so fitting in is a hard deal just in Christianity in general. Like I feel like we find our identity in our social groups a lot of times. And I know I have in the past, like with my friend groups, I find who I am in those groups. And that's just biblically, that's just not it. I mean, we're supposed to find our identity in the Lord. And as I've gotten older, I've definitely found confidence, and not necessarily confidence as in like, oh, I love myself. Like it's not as much that as much as it is like I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and that's such a beautiful thing. And I think we need to embrace as children of God. And it's an easier said thing to do than done, but I think with time and telling yourself that and believing that, you'll start to believe that and start to be able to live that. It's worked for me more so. So yeah.
That's good. And I mean, personality quirks, like, I have quirks about me and you have quirks about you.
Definitely.
I mean, less quirks here than me.
I have a lot of quirks.
Yeah, but
I scream a lot.
cool quirks. Yeah, I mean, but your scream's funny, so it works out. But God's made us all individually in a really unique way for his purpose and for his glory. And so I think it's like, but also it's like we should embrace the things that make us different, which I know is, again, easier said than done because I still struggle with that more on a social level.
What do you struggle with accepting the most about yourself?
I'm not witty. That I've always wanted to be witty.
Really?
That's been a thing with me. Like I've always wanted to be really like good at improv, quick thinking on my feet, and someone who can be just funny on the dot. Like I think like with like Quiplash. Did anyone play Quiplash? Because that game stresses me out.
Really?
Especially in new friend groups. Like
Yeah.
I just went on a worship retreat with my church. Yeah. And I was like stressing big time when I played
Really?
Quiplash because I'm like, I don't know any of these people. I don't know what their humor is. And so I'm just shooting in the dark.
That's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. And I think other people embrace that because they're willing to take that challenge. But for me, I'm just not quick-witted. I never have been. And I'm someone who loves to laugh at other people who are quick-witted. But I there's something in me that's like, man, why didn't you make me more like Kobe James? Why didn't you make me more like my older brother Mikey? He's so quick-witted, great at improv. And I'm like, oh, dang.
Well, I would say you are a witty person. I still think you're very funny. And I've always liked that about you, and that's why we're friends, honestly. But I think maybe we magnify sometimes the things that we're most insecure about, even if it's not the truth. Like, I wouldn't say you're not a witty person. Like, I think that that's not truth. But I think that maybe to like ourselves, like I sometimes think I'm annoying. Like I'm like, maybe I'm really, really annoying people, and they're not gonna like me. Like I just want to be liked by people, and so I tell myself sometimes that I'm not liked by people, but I think I probably am. So
yeah, you are.
I think it's just like, I don't know, fear can just like, and anxiety and that kind of stuff can really creep into like social settings and really be hard to navigate. But it's always something we're navigating. We're always working through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're never going to beat it.
Yeah. Is there anything else about fitting in that we should talk about?
I think that's good for me. Let us know how you've struggled or succeeded in fitting in down in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Today's verse of the week is 1 Peter 5, 6-7, and it reads, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you."
Q&A, it's time for Q&A.
All right, guys, Q&A. Joseph, we got some good questions from the lovely co-joers. Let's see. Have y'all decorated your house for Christmas? Have you guys decorated your spot?
We decorated like first week of November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I decorated last night. So we just got decorations up. I'm not like the believer in you have to wait, but I tend to wait.
Yeah, I go to sleep in my room with a Christmas tree on like every night.
You do?
Yeah, I just like the light on.
I can't sleep with the lights. Thoughts on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
Oh yeah, you start this one. You just got a hot take.
I think Lord of the Rings is mid. No, I'm just kidding. I think that Lord of the Rings is really, really amazing and a mastercraft in cinematography, but I think the third one's kind of mid. And the reason I say that is not because it's actually mid. It's a great movie. It's one of the best movies. I think that once you get to the third movie, you've committed to so much time of watching movies. Like, it's just a lot. Like, I understand when it came out, it probably hit real hard because people knew the first two, and it was like, that's great. And the third one hit, and they knew the story. But if you want to start from scratch, once you get to the third one, you're a little tired. You're exhausted. It's a great movie. It really is, but it wears me out.
I think it's the same opinion for me. I think if I could recapture how I first felt when I saw the trilogy the first time.
Yeah.
Like, that was an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
But every time I have watched it since then, like if I... with friends, like a marathon or whatever, it continually gets worse for me.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like it anymore as much. Because like Frodo, dude, he just gets on my nerves.
He's a little annoying.
I do not.
Gandalf!
Yeah, like Frodo and his whole storyline. I was talking to someone about this the other day. It infuriates me. We're supposed to believe that Frodo is a hero at the end of the story. He gets this little ship that he gets to ride away and go into little elven heaven or whatever, or elvish heaven.
I forgot that he
Do you
died.
understand at the end of the movie that he's like, no, the ring is mine. And Gollum is the one who ends up destroying the ring, really, because he's like, he takes it away from him. And Frodo's not pushing Gollum over the edge because he's trying to like end the ring or whatever. He's doing it because he's like, I need the ring back, and then he just happens to fall. I just hate it. Yeah, but then at the end of the movie, he's like, nope, I'm not going to destroy it. And he becomes selfish just like everyone else. And then he gets rewarded for it.
Yeah.
He gets rewarded for it at the end of the movie.
And then The Hobbit's mid.
The Hobbit is mid.
But
the first movie's
first
great.
one's great. Yeah.
First one's
great. Who can sing higher, Coby or Joseph?
That's a weird question. I feel like we both have the same range.
I know, but like,
if you could screech higher than I could.
If you like, you have to put vibrato on it to make it count.
Just go for it right now.
I think we should go for it.
Okay. What's our starting pitch?
I'll go. Vibrato.
I don't know if I can get vibrato. Wow, you got so much power. Ow, that hurt. That hurts. Like that's painful, bro.
It hurts like a crap.
I can't believe that. That's just.
I feel like blood. No,
What does blood feel like?
I don't know that.
Blood. Bloated.
I guess that answered.
bloated.
I guess that answers who sings higher. You're on your first date. She sits on the same side of the table as you. What do you do?
That's so
It's just,
uncomfortable.
hey, how you doing?
You know,
How you doing?
if it's the right person, I think it'd make a great story. But if it's someone that you're not really vibing with, that is the nightmare scenario.
My hot take, that's not a weird deal. That's not a weird thing to do.
Well, yeah, but it depends on like.
Okay, first date, it's weird.
Yeah, first date is not the vibe.
I couldn't do that on the first date. That's weird.
I even
Alright.
think it's weird for couples to sit on the same side, even if they're together.
That's not true.
I like it when you're sitting across from them.
But you can't put your arm around them or be like, hey, it's so nice
You're
being with
eating
you.
food. You're not there to like
When
cuddle.
you're done eating, not like when you're, like, you know, when you're done eating at a restaurant,
No.
you like go and sit at the other side.
I think you're there to
Then you can-
converse. I never, when I dated someone, I never sat in the same side as them.
then-
I never wanted to.
Well, that's why it didn't work out. Look, that's when you go over and like
Maybe it was.
That's why.
It's
that's
like
when
revelation moment.
when you go over and people watch. Like we'll sit there and we'll be like, yo, they're like so weird. Like, what are they doing? Or like we'll look at like those kids like screaming over there, and you're like, oh, that's cute.
I just think when you go to a restaurant, I like to be face to face and
Yeah.
not have to like turn to the side. Like even with this podcast, it's weird for me to just like kind of look at you like that.
Well, most of the time we're looking at them.
I know, and I like that. I like
You
looking
lovely little
ahead.
people.
Ugh.
Okay. Why are you both pursuing music?
Why? I come to cry. That seems really aggressive.
No, it's really sweet actually the way she worded it.
Sorry, you being sarcastic.
I don't know. No, I mean, I think that's a
Why
great
are you
question.
pursuing music?
I think it's a deep question. Like, why are we? We could
Yeah.
be doing anything in life. We could actually be contributing to society. Why are we making?
We are contributing to society.
I guess we're
society needed Ruth and Boaz.
I could be your Boaz. Stopped World War III. Why are you making music, Joseph?
I'm making music because I want to make songs that glorify the Lord, but also like inspire other people to like follow Jesus more. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like why I've always tried to do it, and I think I also like why do I do it? Because like I genuinely enjoy doing it.
I'm gonna be honest. That was the first reason I actually got into music. I think it's really nice to say that I started because I loved the Lord and just wanted to. But I just loved music, and then it became something that I could glorify the Lord with.
Became an outlet.
It became an outlet, and I learned how to use that. But at first, I just was like, I want to be a rock star, and then I realized slowly that that's not what we're called to be as humans, and it's supposed to be such a greater calling than that. And so I came into that on my own, not on my own through Christ, but over time, and it took some time and took some humbling, but that was kind of how it happened for me. And now I feel like it's the only thing I know how to do, and it's where God's got me. Like that's the biggest thing too. I think it becomes very apparent very quickly that you're not supposed to make music for a living if those doors aren't opening, and it just isn't where the Lord's got you. Maybe it could be 10 years from now, or maybe it's at a different point in time. But I think God makes it clear if He wants you doing said thing or not. That's just me though.
Yeah, great question.
Great question. Will you guys be teaching at Camp Electric? You want to answer that?
Oh wait, yeah, I will be.
I don't know if I am.
They just locked me in.
Really?
Yeah, they reached out to me on Instagram. They're like, "Hey, we want to have you at Camp Electric again."
think-
I am out of focus.
I think they reached out. It doesn't matter. Who cares at this point? I don't. They might have reached out to me again. I guarantee you I'll be there again. If I'm not performing, I'll at least be singing. I'll at least be teaching. But I think it'd be fun if we performed together.
Yeah, I would love the Kojo show to be a thing that like all the Camp Electric students like know about.
We would kill. It would be really good to promote it.
I'll never forget when we were at Camp Electric this year. Like, we were walking through a parking lot, and there was this like little group of like middle school or high school girls, or whatever. But I think I heard them whispering. I was like, "It's Kobe James. It's Kobe James."
It's so funny. You like enter those gates and you become like Nick Jonas. It's
Yeah,
it's
only at Camp
hilarious.
Electric. Yeah,
I'm like walking through Walmart. I'm the most normal dude. That's why it's funny, is because we're both the most like regular guys like ever. And so when we go there, it's like, guys.
it is flattering.
It's
though.
really flattering.
It's like, oh man, like because they're kind of like us. Like they know everything there is to know about like CCM. Some of them
Yeah.
don't. Like some of them are there. I think there was a couple of students there that like they didn't even know what
camp it
they
was.
They showed up. They're like, yo,
we're
my-
writing songs.
it's really sad because like their parents will just send them there because they're just trying to get them out of the house or they're just trying to get them away. You know, it's super depressing.
It is. No, I really hope that we're both back. I know he will be. I think I will be, and I'm sure we'll figure out a way to work Kojo in somehow. I think
Yeah.
we've actually been. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that on that.
What were you gonna say?
Not yet.
Okay.
It'll come one day. We have a surprise one day. This is just really funny. What's more likely to happen? Joseph finding his soulmate or Jesus coming back?
Probably Jesus coming back. It feels like. I really hope that I'm able to find my person.
Joseph, you're gonna find
before
somebody.
Jesus comes
Joseph
back.
has so much to offer somebody, and he is one of the best guys I've ever met. And I just think that it's gonna be such a beautiful thing when he finds somebody. And
Thank you.
I can't wait. Why do you look up to Stephen Curtis Chapman? I can answer this.
Yeah,
one.
he can answer this first.
Stephen Curtis Chapman is one of the biggest inspirations in my entire life when it comes to music, especially. Christian music is not necessarily what I thought I was going to start with in the beginning, and then I found Stephen Curtis Chapman and fell in love with his complete collection of albums. I really love his old stuff. I love his new stuff. He was the first guitar player in Christian music, which not the first, but one of the great guitar players in Christian music, and I looked up to that because I'm a guitar player, and I just loved what he did. And so I've always looked up to Stephen Curtis and will continue to, and am more honored than ever that he cared about little old us.
Yeah. I look up to him because I think he's a very well-rounded musician as well, a songwriter. He plays guitar like crazy.
Yep.
And I didn't really expect that. Like he played at the Dove Awards, and I was like blown away by his just his playing. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness gracious! Like he's such a good musician, and yeah, he's a great personality. The fact that he would make that video, I mean, just reveals that he is
Oh my
such a
gosh.
caring person.
Such a caring person. Like I did not expect any of that. And who answers the DMs? It's me. But I answer in the plural. It's okay, buddy. I answer,
we,
but I
yeah.
answer in the plural sense. We love this, and I just am like,
Yeah.
he'll agree probably.
Yeah, no, I trust Kobe, and I feel like we think about most things in the same way.
I'll ask him sometimes what he thinks.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got so many things on my plate, and Kobe's just so available. He's not busy, and
Kobe is a freaking free agent. He's got nothing going on, so
I just for the past couple of weeks, I've been focused on editing these podcast episodes.
he handles most of this. So
Yeah.
I handle most of the
This is
social
gonna-
media. Well, guys, that was Q&A. Thank you so much for joining us in Q&A, and that's it, guys.
put it past
We
me.
talked music.
Why are we not gonna talk for a little bit?
Oh, outro. Okay.
Yeah, what do we?
Yeah, let's be cool. Let's be outro.
Let's just like wrap it up with a nice little bow. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the button that gives us both happiness, which is what's that button?
I don't know, the Jesus button. Maybe a comment that helps. No, I think buy our merch, that would help. No, but if you want to represent us, that would be really awesome.
Yes.
And we'd appreciate it. And that link will be in the description or soon to be in the description.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for it and make someone's Christmas.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week on Friday.
Yep. We talked
And
music.
what?
We talked music.
and we talked live.
Peace.